Hello ladies, gentlemen, welcome to an episode of Expert Reviews here on Mountain Pass with a Skorpion G, Jack Masterpunk. Replay that was sent to my email, replays.wallst at yahoo.co.uk, and I am a fan of TDs personally. I'm hoping that this thing is played moderately aggressively. We're spawning northwest on Mountain Pass, got a top speed of 60 kilometers an hour, horsepower per ton, what is it, 22.23, I believe. So let's see if we can get this gun into position. 128mm is the caliber, 490 is the alpha damage, and ambitious will the shots be. Let's see, side of a super Pershing. It's an American tank, so we know it has tangible side armor. Goes for the UDES. Shot goes low. Let me tell ya, if you are a driver of the Skorpion, that will be a theme for you. This tank, let's go for gun stats. Nice connection. Sight target of the Super Pershing. Can we talk about how weird it was that he was presenting that shot? He's like, oh wow, I thought he was poking around there. He's not. Look at the map. He's all the way back there. Poking on the edge of render distance. Yeah, I thought he was poking around here, in which case it would be very odd for him to be looking that way. But he wasn't. He was over here. So, fine. Let's talk about gun stats. 4.91 rounds per minute gives you a DPM of 2,409.84. We've got 490 alpha damage and going up to 630 with HE. Now, standard shells gives you 246mm a pen, pushes up to 311 with the APCR that this tank can dish out, 65mm of HE pen, and as I mentioned earlier, that .30 accuracy, which, while excellent on paper, in reality, it's, I don't know, the Skorpion trolls me more often than you'd think with an accuracy number that low. But 2.1 second aim time serves it quite well as well. Okay, I wanna talk about this right now. I mean, listen, I love Mountain Pass. I absolutely love oh, my camera's going wonky. Let me sort that. I love Mountain Pass, not because it's balanced, not because it's a good map, but because it is the one map in the game where I know beyond any shadow of a doubt that I am going to get a perfect example of both a multi-level engagement and how not to push into a multi-level engagement. We can thank the enemy team here for this. What is this, chap? By the way, I will link to my multi-level engagement video in the top, or if I forget, I'm sure someone will be kind enough to do it in the comments. Learn that video off by heart and you can recognize this game state and play around it. This is a multi-level engagement and it's a gargantuan one. Let's count the levels, shall we? 1, 2, 3, 4 stages of multi-level engagement. I can tell you right now, for free, I won't charge you for this session. Anyone who comes around this corner is both dead and an idiot. Alright, 2 of those things. There are very few circumstances that justify pushing around this corner on Mountain Pass at any point, alright? It's very rarely a good idea because of this. All the enemy team need is one tank held back here, spotting, put the rest on the hill, and they'll just decimate everything that pushes here. It's the way this map works. It's not good, it's not balanced, but it is. So, at this point, Jackmaster sitting here, well, that's just fine. There's no element of danger being presented to him from anywhere else on this map. So, while we do this, let's just go through some other statistics of the Skorpion, shall we? Interesting facts. 390 meters of view range, not remarkable, 1,150 hit points, which is not bad, considering this thing has, 30mm of front armor, 16 at the side, 20 at the rear. Yep, more on the rear than you have on the side. But yeah, 1,150 hit points isn't It's not woeful, considering you've got tanks at the tier like the UDES, which only has 1,000, or the Object 416, which I think can have up to 1,200 as a tier 8 medium. That is quite something. Now, another thing to note about this tank as he's waiting for shots to emerge here is gun depression. On paper, the gun elevation of this tank is 14 and the gun depression is 7. There's another one of those statistics that is quite misleading. Can we just make a note of our good old 703, who is going solo mission on Ice Road right now? Why is this a bad idea? Well, conventionally, you'd say it's a bad idea because, I mean, watch my map review on Mountain Pass if you want to know extensively why it's a bad idea. But if the enemy team have one TD on the hill, put one TD here, one TD in the bushes there, they win. It's a bad idea because it's incredibly easy to defend an assault from this avenue. Right? Whether the enemy team will or not, I don't know. If I was at 703, what am I doing? I'm looking at what's spotted and what's not. Foreign Spirit, Carney, Borsig, Su-130. All very defensively orientated tanks. Haven't spotted them anywhere on the map yet. I would have an inclination, or I'd like to think that they are probably still around their base somewhere. And that would make me very nervous about moving up here. Now, gun depression of the Skorpion. It is 7 degrees over the side. However, over the front and the rear of this vehicle, it is lacking. Over the front, you have 5.8 degrees of gun depression, which isn't, I mean, it's mediocre. Over the rear, though, you got 2.9. So it's something to be aware of if you're ever working ridge lines on a Skorpion. You want to park sideways, get access to that full 7 degrees of gun depression. Not going to help you out all the time, but it's worth being aware of. And it looks like WZ132 and 7032 may have run into trouble on the bottom there. Borsig out wide, probably behind a hard, solid cover. Although, honestly, it doesn't look like he is at the moment. Borsig may appear in the kill feed shortly. We shall see. Anything else? Nothing's happening. Why have I been sent this game? What's going on? I'm just curious at this point. What is going to go breathtakingly wrong such that this game becomes worth sending to me? And you've got to remember, I don't watch any of these games before commenting on them. So I could be being punked right now. Maybe nothing's going to happen that's remotely interesting. We got an Su-130 spotted in their base. Oh, upper plate of the Korean pattern. Hardly a dangerous adversary, but he does find a bounce off of it. So, we're watching that ice road on the map right now. 703 is moving up, but like all the enemy team have to do is just have that Forest Spirit on the top of the hill there, SU out wide, and they win. Like, literally, if they just reverse this SU here, put the Forest Spirit up there, poking on the corner, they win. I'm gonna find it really, what I expect to happen right now. Honestly, one or both of these Berosks could take mid, right? They can YOLO down here under this UDES, and they can kill these guys from the rear. This guy can push forward a bit and put fire in as well. These guys can die. That position is extremely weak, not defended apart from maybe a long cross shot from the hill. And as I say, this is going to crumble. So I can see a lot of potential in this game. Look, I'm sitting here, I've been sent a replay, I'm thinking it's got to be engaging at some point, so I'm guessing that these guys in the mid die, this guy dies, this runs into the exact problem that I forecasted with the TD out there and a TD on the hill, and they go down as well. That is what I'm expecting. And then, oh, we are going to have excitement. I do hope. 9 minutes left for that excitement to evolve. Tell you what, let's do some... What? I'm sorry? Really? That's an AP show, right? Get more normalization on the AP than you do on APCR. Loses less pen over distance, but still. That angle looked filthy. What is this? I love it. Nice shot by the Korean pattern, though. Although, it wasn't a blind shot, most unfortunately. Yeah, let's do some advertising while we can. If you're interested in getting physically fit, my fitness website, workoutways.co.uk, has been composed for about a few months now. It's something I put years of effort into, so if you're curious about it, go and have a look. That's www.workoutways.co.uk. It's me sharing with you my training principles and training programs and those various free materials and guides that you have access to there as well. Now, I'm significantly surprised that the 7032 has got all the way into their base unabated. Like, there's no massive issues there. Like, how is this game gonna become dramatic? Oh, don't double shot him. Wait, he's not a 703. My brain is non-functional. Okay, Brask, 720 alpha in a clip, 360 per shell. Oh, that's nice, that's nice. You can't take a clip from a Brask, but you know why you can poke there, right? Why can you poke there? Well, because you got cover behind you. If you didn't have that guy there, poking for that risks you getting clipped by the Brask. But this is why multi-level engagements are so good, right? And now at this point, casually when you load, you know what you do? You push. You push onto this Brask. You can kill him in one shot. I would probably push around here, although we don't know exactly where these guys are. There could be an angle there. What I'm thinking, without the consideration of these guys and this angle, is you push this Brask and you push around here, because then he has two options. Right? He either engages you, maybe gets one shot in and you kill him, or he tries to run away from you, in which case this guy kills him. All right, so from a positional point of view, pressuring that guy is quite nice. Ooh, Debbie said on the hill misses. What you could also do might be worth considering, although I think you're going to push him given the pressure coming in from the 40T. Again, let's go +5 from here. What you could do in this situation is you could aim over there at the 40T and just pretend you're not paying attention, right? Tanks like the Brask are very ambush orientated, and people who play them are generally very enthusiastic to pounce on unprepared people, so it's somewhat likely that he would see that and go, oh, I want to kill it. He'd come around the corner and then tada, you there's, tada, WZ. Right? So you don't need to be the one picking up the kill in this circumstance. And potentially at this point, it's worth just waiting until the UDES moves into position or the 40T moves into position, save you reversing out here potentially into the line of fire of someone on that cliff. And the UDES does indeed pick up the kill. How lovely. Panther 2, what? Why? Why? You spent the entire goddamn game poking around that corner. I don't understand why people do it. Here's a quick tip for you, quick lesson. If you're poking around a corner and several of your teammates' corpses are there, it's probably not a great position to be. It's just a general rule that might be helpful. Now, you want to be moving forward. You're the only one sat in base right now. That Panther potentially is isolated, but you don't go for the Panther. Why? Because you support your team. You go with your team. You don't isolate yourself when it's taking a carny HE shell, getting killed by the Panther as well. You go with your team. You go as a solid unit. If the UDES starts capping, you can out-cap him, right? You go with your team. You go straight forward and you contribute. If the enemy team are shooting you, then they're not shooting your team. And when you are all in one condensed pile and moving forward onto the enemy team, that is an asset. Shouldn't be afraid to trade health if it's going to keep your team alive in this situation. And steadily, dump line shot and dump line shot and dump line shot and... Ah, come on, give me something! Give me something in this game! I'm steadily coming to the realization, I'm still resigning myself to the fact that this game isn't actually going to be remarkable in any sense other than giving me an example of a multi-level engagement, which, while nice enough, is not what we look for in the expert reviews series. Okay, so Patience, at this point, I think he's just gonna sit on his ass for the rest of the game, and I think it's gonna get capped out. Chat's having a great time. Please do something incredibly engaging. Don't hurt me like this. Don't hurt me. And hello, Mr. Panther. That's what you get for sending me this replay. Oh, God. Okay. Udez reversing. How fun. Kari picks up the Udez. Our DBZ is capping. Could this still go wrong? I mean, yes? The 703 is in the middle of everyone right now. Oh, it's not... Okay, 703 picks up the Udez. Surely it doesn't somehow go wrong. Hull shot onto Bakari, perfect. Camerating of the Skorpion G is... Panther 2 interesting. Unlucky, I wouldn't be pushing... Kari could load HE. Here comes the shot. Could be dangerous. 5-2-4. Simple kill shot. Panther 2 cannot get to the cap in time. I'd go forward at this point, because if he spends time... if he spends time killing you, he's not spending time getting to the cap. At this point, go for the kill. Just go for it, right? Attaboy! There you go. You win the game anyway. Go for the shot. It's worth a go. It both gets the enemy team a bit of extra XP if they get a kill. Gets you a bit of extra XP if you get the kill. That was the single dullest game I've commented on in this series. And by no means do I say that as an offense to the gentleman who sent it in to me. But that was shockingly mediocre. Ladies and gentlemen, I am going to publish this as part of a series because I am on a schedule and I've dedicated this time to record it. But yes, I apologise that it wasn't something more remarkable. Hopefully you picked up a tidbit of information or something. And yes, if you would like to see some more games commented on from me, you can send your own games to replays.wallst@yahoo.co.uk, and you can check out the expert reviews playlist on the channel as well. Thank you very much for sharing your time with me, and farewell.
Peabody, cheers from Germany, man. Thought I'd hide a couple silly verses, my friend. He is a nice guy like Ned Flanders, but wielding a band hammer that make viewers feel him like a gang member, yeah. You better never ever shoot versus the man, cause that's a jerk of his hand, hence you're a permanent ban, yep. Like in a roleplay game, you wield a dagger but get smashed.